So you all enjoying the 2.1 patch so far? I was able to get the Raiden Shogun last night. Tried her out a little bit, read a little bit more about her abilities in-game with the in-game description, and she definitely sounds like an interesting character to have in your group. And with this trailer, they always do such a good job of explaining how to use your characters within the greater party setup, so I'm really particularly invested in this one. And I feel like I have a pretty good handle on how to use her within my group already, but this might just kind of fill in any gaps I might have or might not even know about, right? So let's check it. And I'm always curious to hear what Dainsleif's 2 cents are on any given character.
In the eyes of Inazumans, the Raiden Shogun is not only an Archon, but also a symbol. She is their superior leader who embodies eternal thunder and radiance. Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, a 1,000-year-old protector of Inazuma. Little do they know that the current ruler of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun, residing high up in Tenshukaku, is no longer the same Archon who emerged victorious from the Archon War.
The campaign begins.
I'm very curious to see her story quest today.
Is a martial artist in pursuit of perfection, with a sole goal of achieving eternity. No matter who stands in her way to eternal euthymia, they have no chance against the divine punishment that shines down with her bidding. It was the Raiden Shogun who originated the Inazuman art of sword and polearm, as well as a variety of blade forging techniques. When ascending swords and polearms, the amount of Mora spent by the Raiden Shogun will be decreased.
Nice little perk.
The Raiden Shogun's normal attack can combo up to 5 strikes with her polearm, dealing physical damage. Holding the attack button consumes a set amount of stamina to perform an upward slash, dealing physical damage.
Okay, I was wondering if it was a launcher, but it's not.
Despite claiming to be detached from the mortal world, perhaps the Raiden Shogun still remembers her role as an Archon. She accrues the aspirations of all living creatures.
She has one of the saddest idols, too, with the bird and just that kind of that distant look in her eyes.
Their elemental bursts. The Raiden Shogun will build up resolve stacks for Chakra Desiderata based on the energy cost of the bursts used. Then, use up all the resolve accrued to empower her next elemental burst.
Yeah. So very much use everyone else first, then her.
Chakra Desiderata will dissipate once the Shogun is out of combat for a set time. The exalted Archon devoted to eternity. What caused her to stop in her tracks and listen to the wishes of her people? After unlocking the talent Wishes Unnumbered, the elemental orbs and particles collected by nearby party members will grant additional resolve for Chakra Desiderata once per set time period.
No.
Upon tapping her elemental skill, the Raiden Shogun unveils a shard of her euthymia, dealing electro damage to nearby opponents, and granting nearby party members the Eye of Stormy Judgment.
Yeah.
When characters carrying it attack and deal damage to opponents, the Eye of Stormy Judgment will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE electro damage. The characters who gained the Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increased, based on the energy cost of the elemental burst.
Is that wheel slowly filling up and getting brighter and brighter as more energy is accumulated?
Thanks to the Eye of Stormy Judgment, the Raiden Shogun can aid her teammates without being on the battlefield, boosting their offensive capabilities.
Now you shall perish.
Because that would be a good visual indicator of how much energy
Gathering
is
truths
worth.
unnumbered and the resolve of wishes uncounted. The Raiden Shogun unleashes the Musou no Hitotachi, dealing AoE electro damage.
Yeah, it's badass.
Using Musou Ishin in combat for a certain duration after.
Oh, so it's like it's opening
The
space
damage
almost
dealt
when
by
it
Musou
slashes?
no Hitotachi and Musou Ishin's attacks is based on the number of Chakra Desiderata's resolve stacks consumed when this skill is used. While using Musou Ishin in combat, the Shogun's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be regarded as elemental burst damage.
Yeah.
And will be infused with electro damage, which cannot be overruled.
Yeah, she's all about stacking
Such
that
attacks
elemental
hit
burst
opponents.
damage for
She
sure,
will
it seems.
regenerate energy for all nearby party members. While in this state, the Raiden Shogun's resistance to interruption is increased, and
Yeah.
she is immune to electrocharge damage. After unlocking the talent Enlightened One, If the Shogun's energy recharge surpasses
Yeah, that
a
wheel
certain
is
value,
totally
the
filling.
surplus energy
I didn't even notice that
recharge
when I was trying her
grants
last night.
percentage-based electro damage bonus. And more energy restoration while in Muso Ishi. The
Yeah.
Raiden Shogun can accelerate the elemental burst rotation of her party while making the elemental bursts of her teammates more powerful. Such a seasoned leader like her remains fearless in the face of any encounter. In combat, the Raiden Shogun can use the Eye of Stormy Judgment to help teammates in difficult fights. When her teammates unleash elemental bursts or collect elemental orbs or particles, the Shogun gains more
It seems
resolve
like
for
she's just going to make
Chakra
everyone in your party an absolute beast.
Wait for an opportune moment to unleash Muso no Hitotachi to deal lethal damage to your enemies. And enter Muso Ishin to clean up the battlefield while regenerating energy for the whole party.
Oh,
To
her
enable
attacks have
round
such a
of
good
elemental
visual flair. I
bursts
love it.
That will strike foes down as fast as lightning. Neighboring the Dark Sea, Inazuma has witnessed many a war. For the pursuit of eternity and the prosperity of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun stuck stubbornly to her path.
The Dark
But
Sea.
what let some bloom made others wither. There is no gain without the pain of loss. When facing their fears, Archons and mortals are all the same. Yet
like
Archons
that.
are born arrogant. By attempting to grasp the heavenly principles, she brought a disaster upon mortals. Perhaps some may say that I'm overstating what happened, but I'm just speaking from experience after all.
Yeah, you are, Dainsleif. Ooh. I am really liking the sounds of how she is just going to function in your party and what her role is. I actually am really quite digging it. I'm going to do that again and I see if there's anything I missed description wise. But yeah, that her wheel was totally filling out with the resolve, I believe it was called, right?
But also,
As soon as I'm done this, I'm heading
she
right
is
to do
their
the Archon
superior
quest.
leader who did her bidding.
They just make her seem like such
It
a
was the
sad
Raiden Shogun
character. They
who
really do.
originated the Inazuman Arata. When party members other than her use their
So that's really cool, and it is quite easy to tell how much it has been charged when that's happening. It's glowing quite brightly, so I feel like that should be an okay visual indicator going forward.
resolve accrued by Chakra Desiderata will dissipate once the Shogun is out of combat for a set time.
I'll have to double check and see how much
The
time you can be out of
exalted
combat for
Archon
with her.
devoted. After unlocking the talent Wishes Unnumbered, the elemental orbs and particles collected by nearby party members will grant additional resolve for Chakra Desiderata once per set time period.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, how the heck are we going to fill that wheel just because using their burst? They didn't seem to be filling that much, and with only 3 other characters in the party. But with this talent, it makes sense. It'll be able to fill quite a bit quicker. So, damn, that's pretty good.
The characters who gained the Eye of Stormy Judgment, their elemental burst damage increased, based on the energy cost of the elemental bursts unleashed.
Damn, I think I totally forgot that everyone else's elemental burst damage will be increased depending on how much resolve they get. Is that what he said? Based on the energy cost. Got it.
So Ishin's attacks is based on the number of Chakra Desiderata's resolve stacks consumed when this skill is used.
Yeah, it'll be quite kind of like the dance of abilities to make sure that chakra wheel is fully charged when you activate it.
After unlocking the talent Enlightened One, if the Shogun's energy recharge surpasses a certain value,
Okay.
surplus energy recharge grants her a percentage-based electro damage bonus.
Okay, so it gets a damage boost,
And
all right.
more energy restoration while in Muso Ishi.
And more energy restoration. Holy shit. I have a way better handle on how to use her now. Way better.
To neighboring the Dark Sea.
Neighboring the Dark Sea. The hell? So I just had to check the Dark Sea term because I had not come across that term yet. And I'm not going to say anything just because I feel like some of that could be pertinent to the 2.1 patch, but it sounds pretty damn badass. Loved that. That was educational, informative. I feel like I know exactly how to use the character now, even though it's going to be weeks until she's actually caught up with the rest of my party. I was able to upgrade her a tiny bit last night, but obviously not much since I got to collect all of her ascension materials. But no, that was awesome. And now I'm off, everybody. I'm off to do the Archon quest and her story quest. I can hopefully get those done today. And I can't wait to see what happens. And as always, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you later.